Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Grakowski. Welcome back to the Better Brain Academy. So we're going to start the next series of videos talking about our gut-brain connection. As you know, our gut is so important for the development and management of the neurotransmitters in the brain. So the nerve called the vagus nerve is sending messages down along the nervous system to the gut, and then the gut is sending 10 times more messages back up to the brain. 90% of the neurotransmitter serotonin is actually made in the gut. So it not only helps with peristalsis, meaning pushing the food through our bowel, but it's helping with the brain transmitters for neuroconnections inside the brain. Reducing of serotonin is what leads to depression. It's called the don't worry, be happy hormone or neurotransmitter. And it's important to make sure that we're having serotonin uptake within the cells and these synapses. The challenge is we got 25 million people on antidepressants, and a lot of it's because their gut-brain connection is out of balance. We're going to be spending several videos on not only how important this is, but each one of the neurotransmitters and the certain types of foods that you're going to want to have to make sure that your brain is functioning optimally. If you're feeling depressed or anxious or irritable or not sleeping, the gut could be a problem with this. Now, I'm out in my garden. I just finished planting it. I'm using this as an analogy because our gut is like a garden. And just think about if you went out to your garden, you just threw a bunch of stuff in there and didn't care what it was, and didn't put good fertile soil down or good minerals or nutrients, didn't water it enough. Is your garden going to grow? Absolutely not. So sometimes we take a lot more concern with our garden than we do with our own garden within our body. So that's what I want to teach you. So as I prepared the soil, I was thinking about getting aeration to the area, getting proper nutrients, proper minerals, putting the right position for the plants so that they could actually get those nutrients and create healthier fruits and vegetables. We got to make sure that we are creating a good gut biome, so we got to put the right foods in there and have the good gut bacteria thrive and proliferate. They're doing so many studies now with if you're deficient in a certain type of a microflora or a gut bacteria, that can actually lead to things like Parkinson's, MS, dementia, Alzheimer's. So our gut flora is absolutely critical. We've gone through the brain span testing and looked at some of the things that are so important. So your foundational things you've done so far, your omega-3, omega-6, reducing trans fats, reducing sugars, is also very important in the gut, which we'll be addressing as we go through this series of videos. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about the nutrients we need, how to connect this gut-brain connection so that you can start to thrive. You may have had a bad place for a garden. Maybe you want to plant a garden, and maybe it's been rocky soil or it's been sandy soil. If you bring in the right soil, bring in the right seeds, bring in the right minerals, and water it, and make sure that it's getting enough sunlight, then your garden will grow. So many different analogies as we go through this with our own gut. So as we go through, I want you to think of, I'm planting a garden within my body with the right nutrients, right phytochemicals, right enzymes, the right good bacteria, so that my garden will grow, which will infect my brain on a much higher level. As we go through the academy, we'll be talking more about different types of diets. There's so many different types. People ask me about, what about the paleo diet? What about vegetarian or vegan or a keto diet? I'll be addressing each one of those, and they all have their own purpose at certain times. We'll be talking more about phasing and timing with certain types of foods also. But this next one is really about growing a good gut garden and making sure that you're putting the right nutrients in. So there'll be a handout that will talk about the good prebiotics, which are the foods for the good bacteria, and what are the best type of bacteria and amounts that you want if you're going to do a probiotic. There's so many things that you can look at in this way, and most people think if they're eating yogurt that they're actually getting a good gut biome, and most of the time there's high levels of sugar and processed dairy in yogurts. So there's a lot of other things you want to be adding to this process to get your gut much healthier. So let's grow a garden. I'm in my garden here, just planted it, and I'm going to look forward to taking care of it in the next couple months so it creates a good, fruitful harvest, just like you will with your own health. Look forward to talking to you soon. This is Dr. Bob. Have an awesome rest of your day.